Hi, my name is Melissa, and I want to share my story with you. I was diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis at the age of 19. It was a huge shock to me at the time because I had no idea what this condition was. And I remember going in for that very first surgery. I really believed that after the surgery, that would be it. They would remove whatever they needed to remove, and my life could go back to normal. Unfortunately, nothing could be further from the truth. I proceeded to go through all the advice of the best meaning specialists and doctors out there. I went on countless hormone treatments. I tried them all. I stuck things in my arm. I stuck things up there. I stuck things into my body. And all of these things were supposed to help me. They were supposed to make the endometriosis more bearable. All that happened was I ended up with a huge amount of side effects. I gained weight, and most of the time I was just moody and grumpy and just didn't feel like myself. I also got all sorts of funny side effects. I got nausea a lot, and I had headaches, and my digestive system wasn't the best. I remember my handbag being just a cornucopia of a selection of different drugs, one to counter effect the other. And I pretty much went through my 20s just dealing with endometriosis. I also had 7 operations because they have had to keep removing the endometriosis. Well, after the 7th operation, I remember waking up in the hospital room. And by this stage, I had exhausted a lot of my friends who, they were there for the first few, but by the 7th, they'd kind of gone, oh, well, this is, it's kind of the norm now. So I remember being alone and feeling incredibly isolated and misunderstood. I felt like nobody really took me seriously, like they didn't appreciate the level of pain that I was going through and the struggle of this condition. I'd made huge life choices based on endometriosis and how it dominated my life. So, I didn't choose jobs that were highly stressful. I avoided things that created anxiety or made me worry, or I even limited my choice in men because I wanted to make sure that the man that I was with would understand that occasionally there would be pain and, that deep penetration would be sore. So I felt like endometriosis was just this nasty thing that I had to deal with all the time. And I remember sitting in that hospital room and just crying. Partly it was probably because of, the anesthetic and all the drugs and all of that they put you on. But mostly it was because I was alone. I was isolated. I was misunderstood. And I was just not knowing how to move forward, not knowing what else I could try, because I really felt like I'd exhausted all my options. I tried all those hormone treatments, I tried all the painkillers, and I just didn't feel good. And I remember that day deciding that I had to explore a broader range of options. And that's when I decided to explore the more natural approaches. Now, I must be honest with you, when I first even considered these ideas, I thought they would definitely not work. I was very doubtful, and I was really scared because, we get told that endometriosis can spread and we need to take control of it, and it can affect all aspects of our fertility, etc. And natural just seemed whimsical. It seemed like it wasn't really going to work, like it was just something like a fun little thing that you could try. Well, I can tell you now that my life is totally different. It has been some time since that operation, but I don't experience pain. I don't experience symptoms. And the best thing is I feel like a normal person. I don't get moody and, tired and grumpy because of all the side effects I was dealing with. I feel like me, like good old Mel. And I can get excited about life because I'm not restricted anymore. If I want to travel, if I want to, embrace something that is a little bit pushing myself, I can do it. And I want to share that message with women who have endometriosis. I want to empower them about what's accessible to them, what they can do, and I want to give you hope. I actually remember having a conversation with somebody, and they suggested to me that I shouldn't share my message because I shouldn't give women false hope. Well, I can tell you that there's nothing wrong with feeling hope. Hope is what we have. Without hope, how do we get through this condition? How do we deal with all those side effects, with the pain, with the depression, the anxiety? How do we deal with it if we don't have hope? So I want to give you hope. And I want to give you a promise that what I share with you comes from a deep part of myself that really wants to help you, that really wants to support you, and to show you that there is another way. So thank you so much for listening to my story. And I look forward to sharing so many more insights with you